Yo, sup buds? How's it going? Gotta get that feeding the ducks in. Oh yeah. How's it going, Poco, Hongo? How you doing? Nice. Yo. You got a notification? Nice. Did you put the little bell icon on, or did you just subscribe? Because I know when I subscribe to Crypto Coin Mindset, I get notifications now, and I didn't even click the notification bell. So yeah, I guess I'm live. How's everybody doing? Chilling. Got my Corona Sun Brew here. And if you've never tried one of these things, they're 0% beer, but they're absolutely delicious. I am the spokesperson for them. Harpo! Oh, that's good that you're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. So, maybe when a little bit more people show up, I kind of want to talk about the Larissa network and what happened this morning. Because yeah, they're like totally gatekeepers of their project, and they are killing their project, and I have a lot invested in it, and it's just kind of like I've been banned from their Discord already before, so I don't know. But yeah. Why am I out of focus? There we go. But yeah, no, okay, I'll just tell you what happened. So on the Larissa network node chat, a guy was all concerned about Larissa going to zero, which I think is a very reasonable concern. And the next step on their roadmap is NFTs. And he said, how is NFTs going to save, LRSN? How, because there are tons of people that have invested money into this, and they're literally making nothing now. And then he got banned, and then I stood up for him, and I was like, hey, as an investor in your project, I think his voice should be heard. And then, yeah, he got unbanned, but yeah, I think Larissa network is going to die, and it was a good learning lesson for me. I overinvested in it. I should have stayed at 2 nodes, and I would have been laughing. But instead, I went for 8, and yeah, I would have made. If I cashed out those 2 nodes, I would have had more money now than if I went out and got 8 nodes. So lesson learned. Nodes are kind of like ride the gravy train until it stops, right? So anyways, how's everybody else doing? Y'all chilling? Song gets me. Just feeding the ducks. Will someone? You're preparing for court tomorrow. Oh no. Are you like? Is it like jury duty, or you have a court case? Oh, okay. Mechanic ripped you off. I think that one might be a hard one to fight if you don't have any mechanical knowledge yourself. Did you see that episode of Nathan For You where he makes the mechanic take a lie detector test? They should do that for all mechanics. I think that was actually a good idea. Asking 10,000 to buy miners? You're asking to buy miners? Oh, with the money you'll buy miners. Okay, here's the thing. Right now, we just started the bull market, and the price of miners are going up significantly. You should have been buying the miners during the bear market and then got prepared for the bull market. Bear markets are for building, and then bull markets are for making the actual money. I would instead take that, I assume that's 10,000. I would put that into a coin that you think has a potential of a 10x or even a 5x. Just, you know, I think you're better off doing it that way than actually buying the miners themselves. Because like I don't really plan on expanding my mining farm any more than it is right now. Because it'll just be, you know, eventually Varus is going to pump up and it's going to be more expensive to buy the coin. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, you should only buy miners during the bear market. Nice. But I think I actually am, because I had my series Road to 1 Gigahash, but I turned off all my CPU miners. So now I'm at 800 megahash, and I kind of want to do like 1 gigahash, but just like all phones and no CPU miners. What, and then run like nodes off them or something? Like, because I know, like, that's the thing too, like, you could buy a bunch of Lenovo Think Centers, but like, you got to be like, the only way to make money off those is you got to get into the node project really early, and then you got to get into the project really early, and then cash out, you know, as soon as possible. Yeah, I have heard of AI mining with CPUs. I think on hashrate.no, the highest earning coin for my 5950X is called like quantum AI or something. I'm not really too familiar with it. I kind of like where I'm at right now. My power bill is at a manageable, you know, I can pay it. Because like when my CPU rigs are going, my power bill is like $500 a month, but with just the phones, it's like $150. So yeah. And I'm also trying to get into more ePIN projects. Hongo, Paco, Punk. I'm just gonna call you Hongo. Hongo, with the Fry Foundation, I think he still has your bring your own device, and you can do bandwidth, satellite, and decibel mining with those think centers. I don't think you'll be able to do nodes, but he is eventually going to be selling nodes. So I don't know, I'd maybe put a few dollars aside. Oh, I'm not high at all. I just got tattooed, and I don't do well with tattoos. I get like really lightheaded, and yeah. It takes me like a few hours to recover. Like I literally just got tattooed. AltcoinAardvarks. I've never even heard of AltcoinAardvarks at all. Can you tell me what AltcoinAardvarks is? And no, I am not high as fuck. I don't do drugs. Name the best phone mining apps? Well, there is Varus Miner. That is just like a basic app that you can use to mine Varus. But you can go the userland method, which emulates Ubuntu, and you get a way higher hash rate. I mean, my whole channel is pretty much, you know, me mining off of userland. If you just go into my channel and go how to mine Varus like a pro, that video is like almost 10 months old and it's still relevant. It's like Tor but decentralized. Like Tor the browser. I mean, Larissa has a Node app, but I wouldn't get it at all. You can also, they're not really high yielding, but you can mine Raptorium on your phone. I have a tutorial for that. You can mine Cubic on your phone. I have a tutorial for that as well. Pretty much anything that can like run XMR rig, you can run like mine on your phone. It's all CPU based. But with XMR rig, you need to have like a pretty decent phone, I find, because it's very demanding on the actual cell phone itself. Dude, we're in the bull run. Like, BTC broke its all-time high, and like things are like primed to pump right now. Like any day now, any week, like we are going to skyrocket. Yeah, Varus is definitely the #1 profitable phone mining for sure. And that is why every single one of my phones is mining Varus. I mean, the most profitable way to phone mine actually is the XYO app, if you can script it and like auto watch the ads yourself. But yeah. Yeah, the thing about that is though, like I've heard of people like putting all their phones on Cubic and only finding a few solutions and not making anything. So I heard it's a little risky. Like I have a tutorial on how to mine Cubic, but I don't know. I don't know if I would mine Cubic off phones. I haven't even looked at Cubic's chart or where it's at in a long time. So yeah. But Cubic is very interesting. Like, I would still be mining it with my dual Xeon V4 rig, but for some reason I unplugged it and then I replugged it back in, and the dual channel just decided to stop working. So it cut my Cubic rewards in half. So it just became like useless. It was just so much power consumption for such little results. So yeah, I had to pull that one, or else my V4 rig would still be mining Cubic. And it kind of sucks because I spent quite a bit on those Xeon chips, and they're doing absolutely nothing right now. But on one of my boards, I am running just an RX 580 with a Xeon chip, and I'm mining Warthog. And Warthog is a very interesting coin. Oh, what's up, Endless Routes? How's it going there, bro? Warthog is a very interesting coin because you can't just have like a 10 GPU rack with one processor. You need to have a processor and GPU at the same time, and it's a layer 1, and yeah, it's looking pretty bullish. So I am mining Warthog with one RX 580, and I make I think I make like 90 cents a day just off of RX 580. What CPUs are you mining Varus with? I was just talking about how I turned off all my CPU rigs because the power consumption is just way, way too high for me. I can't afford it. Right, Ryzen 7 and 5. So like a Ryzen 7 5700X. Oh, you have a mini PC. Yeah, I have 2 of those going too. Those are actually really nice. So those mini PCs, like if they weren't so expensive to buy in the first place, I would be running so many of those, because my one mini PC is an R7 57U, and it gets 15 megahash, and it only pulls 15 watts. So like, 1 watt per megahash is a very, very good ratio. It's actually kind of like where you want to be at. There's a mini PC on Amazon for 400 that is a Ryzen 9. I will have to look into that for sure, because that sounds really, really good. But that's probably American prices, and in Canada it'd probably be a lot more. I only got my mini PCs because there was like a random like $150 off coupon when they were released on Amazon. So I got 2 B-Link PCs. But they're doing pretty good. Like, so yeah, my whole farm is phones plus 2 mini PCs. One day I should show off like the graveyard of phones I have. Like literally, like just in arm's reach, I have like all these phones don't work. You need to upload your routine with your mini PC? What do you mean? Okay, so you run Windows and then the miner with Windows. Okay. See, I took the NVMe drive out of my B-Link PCs and I put HiveOS on them. So yeah. Do most 8-core phones get 3 to 4 megahash? No. Generally, like if you're running, I don't know, I think like you got to have a pretty bad octa-core phone to be getting 3 to 4 megahash. Most of them are around 4.5 to 6. Like I think my Samsung S8 runs at 5 megahash, I want to say. It could be a little bit less, maybe 4.7. Yeah, CC miner in Windows. Endless routes. Someone just told me about an extension you add to your browser, and it is like pin mining. I should get that link. Here, I think I have it. And you could add it, and you can make more money. Let's see here. Was it this one? I think it's this one. No, I think the project's called Grass. Yeah, it is selling data. I think it's Grass. And then there's another one somebody showed me, and it's like brand new, and you, I guess you become a hotspot, I guess. Like your phone just becomes a hotspot so people can use your Wi-Fi. I'm not too sure. With data caps, yeah. But I mean, if you're running them in your house with, you know, with your router, that's fine. Do you have a data cap on your router, like with the internet? ISP. Yeah, see, the thing is, I thought it looked sketchy too, and then the guy sent me a video of a YouTuber with like 100K subs, and he was pushing it. But that doesn't always mean it's a safe project. Yeah, and all data selling is sketchy. Like I told the guy, I was like, well, somebody could be like borrowing your IP to transfer, you know, and the cops could be at your door. So, you know, you never know. I mean, I do have a bandwidth miner through the FRI Foundation. And if a cop ever came to my door, I'd be like, this is what I got set up. But I trust FRI. I don't know. But yeah, I got sent like 4 different data like bandwidth sharing DPIN projects today. I know it's hard to trust them. I know what you mean. Like, also too, like I run 152 phones, and that's all communicating with my router. And to throw like a couple extra like bandwidth miners on there, like before FRI updated his bandwidth miner, I had to stop it because it was messing up like all my phones. My phones would disconnect all the time, and then as soon as I stopped the bandwidth miner, like my phones were running fine. And then he upgraded or updated the miner, and yeah, everything's running smoothly. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll check out Grass. I may make a video on it and like give my honest opinion, and like maybe I'll run it for a week and see if it's like worth it or not. Yeah, I'm trying to get more into DPIN now. Like I have my Vera set up, and I do have a lot of DPIN miners, but I would like to get more into DPIN mining. I got a second Pebble, so that's like an extra $20 American every week. Okay, yeah, I'll do a video on it. I will run grass. I think it's a browser extension, right? If I'm not wrong. The thing is, like, if it's a browser extension, then I have to run it on my main PC, and I really don't want to run any mining things on my main PC. I kind of want to just keep my main PC the way it is. But yeah, I've been trying to go on Twitter and just like messaging like any DPIN projects and being like, hey, I am a smaller YouTuber, but are you willing to work with me? See, exactly, L. That's what I'm talking about. Like with bandwidth mining. Hey, how's it going, DIY it? Welcome back. It's good to see you here again. We were just talking about DPIN bandwidth mining and how it's kind of sketchy and it kind of can slow down your internet a little bit. But no, I'm looking for more DPIN projects. There is that GeoNet one, but I live in an apartment building, and for me to get it to work optimally, I'd have to get to the roof of my building and put the little like antenna thing, or like, you know, that little thing that like scans the sky up there, and like I do know how to get onto the roof of my building, but yeah, that's a little sketchy. But like I heard that's a good one. I think that's the one CryptoJar just made a video on. I'd like to get CryptoJar on a live stream with me one of these days. I will ask him. Nice. But yeah, I actually got like laid off work, so I'm probably going to be live streaming every day until a certain point, until I go on my vacation. What is CryptoJar? Oh, CryptoJar is an amazing YouTuber. He is he's like me. He's very honest and authentic, but he puts way more time in editing, and he makes very clear tutorials. Anytime I need to set something up, I go to his channel and then I learn how to set it up, because I am useless at setting up anything. Yeah, CryptoJar is a YouTuber, and he's I'd give him a subscribe. And he's like also like king of the nodes. He's usually ahead of the game on nodes. He's the one that got me into the Larissa node, but I went way too much into Larissa and I kind of screwed myself, which kind of sucks. Am I monetized? Yes, I am. If you can see in the chat, you can actually donate and become a member. So Yes, I am monetized. Thank you. I've actually been monetized for like 4 months now, and like I really don't make much from it because I'm a smaller YouTuber and I don't upload as much as I should. But yeah, I get, like, to be honest, I get like $60 a month. That's like my average. And then the payout threshold is $100, so I get paid every 2 months like $120, which is like, it's nice to get a little extra money. I know I got to keep uploading. It's just sometimes it's hard to come up with like content. I did Road to 1 Gigahash, which I'm gonna rehash, and I did Road to 1 Gigahash and rehash. And I'm gonna do it strictly with phones because last time it was all like it had help with CPU miners, but I want to do it all with phones. I know I gotta expand the idea of text. See, the only thing is things cost money, and like right now I do not have a lot of money just to like expand. Like I'm not like I don't have the audience yet where sponsorships come to me. I usually have to go to sponsorships. So yeah. But I do like Fry came to me though, and I'm gonna be working with EnviroBlock soon because they're coming out. They're getting pebbles, but they're customizing them, and I'll be working with them on that, I think. And that's another DPIN project, which is awesome. I was given a pebble miner, so I have an indoor pebble miner, and then I have an outdoor pebble miner, and me and my buddy are gonna do a video where we just do like a road trip from like one city and do like a 3-hour drive to another city, and just making jokes about making money the whole way with the money we're earning from our DPIN miner. But yes, I want to get more into DPIN, and yeah, can I bring it out right now? I did get this. 1 second here. And they wanted me to make a video on it, but so this is actually a ledger, and it's a credit card sized ledger, and it actually somehow has a battery in there and a computer in there, and it connects to an app in your phone. So this needs to be near your phone to access the ledger. What about the Coin app? Coin app is what I started with. I originally started phone mining with an XYO exploit, and I am not allowed to give out that exploit because my buddy put a lot of work into it. But I honestly should probably be running a few phones with that exploit because it makes so with 10 phones it was making me like 120 Canadian a month. So I probably should be running that, but I just haven't. I don't know. I kind of like this, the honesty of mining bears versus exploiting an app. Yeah, like the coin app can be good. Like if like, you know, I've heard of like truck drivers making like mad money off the coin app. So like if you're driving around all the time, like XYO is really, really good, but I don't drive, so it's not really, you know, without exploiting it, it's not really that profitable for me. Maybe one day I'll show off the exploit. The vibe XYO is nice, but not sure if it's worth the hammer walls. I have 5 phones running MM, watch, pixel, point, time wall, and coin app is generally 1 to 2 phones a month, which is nice. Are those like phone farming apps or are those mining apps? Because I'm more into mining than phone farming. Yeah, no, I won't show it. Larissa's doing terrible today. I was just talking about earlier when there wasn't many viewers of what happened earlier today. So in the Larissa node chat, somebody was concerned and was like, because they invested, you know, money into Larissa, they're like, Larissa's literally going to zero, and how are NFTs, you know, going to increase the price of LRSN? And he brought up like he brought up something from like the past of the chat, and then they banned him. And then I stood up for him. I'm like, hey, he's an investor in your project. He should have the right to say, you know, his concerns on the project. And then one of the admins DM'd me, and we had a discussion. And yeah, I think Larissa's gonna die. I think releasing nodes for $50, and you know, people coming in and exploiting that $50 and making really, really good money at first and then just selling off right away absolutely killed that project. I'm kind of like, now I have 8 computers that make me like $7 right now every 8 days. Yeah, you caught alive. Yeah. Woo. I'm gonna start like trying to live stream more. I'm not working right now, so live streaming is in the ballpark. I was gonna live stream at 2 p.m. today. That's kind of where I want my time slot to be. But then the tattoo artist said, hey, can you come in at 4:30? So, oh no, Larissa's not taking my advice at all. I got banned from the Larissa. I got banned from the Larissa Discord, and then I had to personally message the admin Leopard and be like, yo, I'm just expressing my concerns about your project and I want to see your project succeed. And yeah, hey, what's up, Black Hat team? Good to see you, bro. And do around 8 p.m. like my time, PST. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad time, like, cause usually I make dinner around like 7:30, but I could make dinner like, Eastern time. So 8 p.m. Eastern time is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, phone farming, like phones are king. Like literally, mining off your phone is king. Like so an Orbic Joy gets 6 megahash and it pulls, I think it pulls more than 5.5 watts because my 60 watt charging station couldn't keep up with the Orbic Joys. So I had to get a 96 watt, but you know, phones are king. You know, one phone, 6 megahash, that's like, I think that's like 6 cents a day. So, you know. So right at the moment, I cashed out my Varus, and through my buddy who is a very, very, very good trader. Like he is like the master of TA. Set me up with a trade, and hopefully I can recover some of my losses from Larissa. But like, I highly advise you not to cash out your Varus. I only did it because I have someone who has literally probably put 20,000 hours of time into learning charts to help me set up this trade. So yes, actually, here, I'll show this comment. 100%. So I bought those 10-pack of so they sell 10-pack of Amazon. I think they're just Amazon basic USB-C ports, and some of my phones were just slowly dying, trickling and dying. And then somebody from my Discord who wanted to start his own business and wanted to start selling mining equipment sent me a crap ton of cords, and high quality cords make a difference. Like, so every phone that was trickling and dying, I replaced it with a good one. And even the small ones, even the small ones are replaced with high quality ones. So all my small ones, my old small ones were like data and power, but the new ones I have are just power. So yeah. XYO and Varus HODL for me, yeah, that is a very, very, very good plan, and you will definitely for sure make good money if you HODL XYO and Varus. If I HODLed my XYO last cycle, and I mean, it's impossible to know when the top's gonna be, but I would have had 8 grand in my pocket, and that was from not exploiting the app. I was just you know, doing the basic mining. So almost every crypto has 2 to 3 big pumps a year. You know, it's Elliott wave theory, right? Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then ABC correction. Yeah, and then they just become garbage. I mean, like the 6-inch cords that I have, most of them did fine, but I was given so many for free that I just replaced all my 6-inch cords with just straight power cords. No data at all. You should see my collection of cords that I have. I have like so many extra cords now. It's funny because I used to if a girl was over and she wanted to charge her phone and it was Type-C, I couldn't charge my phone because I didn't have that many Type-Cs. And like now I have like a million Type-Cs. And now whenever I need a mini USB, I have no mini USBs. Like I have to like search far and wide just for a mini USB charger. But yes, cords are very important. And also your charging stations are very important as well. How much Varus do I mine per day approximately? So at 1 gigahash, which I was at with my CPU miners going, I was making 8 to 10 Varus a day. But now I turned off my CPU rigs and it's just phones, and I'm making 6 to 8 Varus a day. So it's pretty decent, and yeah, it's outpacing the power cost. All right, thanks for stopping by on this route. It's always good to see you. And I always like to check in on your videos too every once in a while. I'll check you later. But no, what I was saying was charging stations. it is so important to go overboard with your charging stations. Like 60 watts is minimum, but like you definitely want to go over 60 watts. Like I have, okay, 1 second, Hongo. I had a 60 watt charging station, and I had 10 Dream 5Gs on them. And Dream 5Gs, I think, pull 6.5 watts, and they get 6 megahash or 6.5 megahash. So but the 60 watt charging station could not keep up with the phones. So it is very important just to go overboard with your charging station. Yes, I am planning to go live every Saturday at 2 p.m. So I figured out with another YouTuber, I kind of fit that slot. There's nobody live. There's no crypto miner or crypto YouTubers live streaming around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I will fit that slot on Saturdays. But right now I'm not working, so I am going to try to live stream every single day. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to live stream at a set time every day, but I'm definitely going to be live stream every day until I go on my vacation. Yeah, definitely. The more power to expand as well. That is like 100% for sure. I don't know if you watched my very, very old video, but I bought it was, how many ports was it? It was 60 ports, and it was 300 watts. And it was 5 watts per port, and it could not keep up with charging my phone at all. It was an absolute disaster. And I replaced that 300 watt charging station with 60 watt Sabrent chargers that I still use, and like that's the bare minimum I'll go. But those Sabrent chargers are only, they're charging my kind of lower end phones, phones that don't require as much wattage, because I have some phones that are like screenless, and they were originally 32-bit, and then they got a 64-bit OS put onto it, so they're able to mine, and they like pull like 3.5 watts, and then they get like 4.5 megahash. Yeah, more power, the more. Okay, 1 second. I gotta take a pee break. Here's my pee break sign. Nice. How did you like my P break sign? That's Crypto Coin Mindset. He's actually a very good YouTuber. I live stream with him every Friday. He's got this on Fridays, it's called Crypto on the Rocks. So he live streams, I think, almost every single day. But on Fridays, he drinks beers or whatever. Drinks beer and whiskey, and he kind of like lets loose a little bit, and it's a little bit more relaxing, and I join him on that. But he's an old man. I think he's like in his 50s, and he lives on the East Coast, and around 11 p.m. or 11 p.m. he started falling asleep, so I screen capped it, and now that's my P break banner. Yeah, I would say I think for I don't know, I don't want to be like too, you know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like I think I have a very nice, I put a lot of work into my phone farm, okay? And like, I don't know, and it's funny because like when I very first started phone farming, people called me an idiot for buying those charging stations, and they're like, that's gonna cut into your ROI. But then like my friend made like he 3D printed the 120 mil stand so that they stay up nice and straight, everything's organized, and like I have definitely like, well, not now because I wasted all my money on Larissa, but definitely I would have ROI'd on all that stuff. And yeah, every time I go into my mining room, I kind of get a sense of joy. And it's funny because I turned my bedroom into my mining room, and right to my right, on your screen, I'm pointing left, but it's my right, is my dining room, and that's where my bed is. And I've had 2 girls come over and be like, I'm like, do you think it's weird that my bed is in my dining room? And they're like, no, I think it's cool. They're like, you have like a goal in mind, and like you set yourself up for that goal. So like, you know, yeah, I haven't tried the Moto G Power. I was the original seller I bought my Cat S48Cs off of. He was selling them, and I was gonna pick one up, and I don't know, maybe I will pick one up. I haven't done like a benchmark video in a very long time. Like there's 2 phones I want to benchmark, and I guess the Moto G Power being one of them. And I'm gonna have to go back into my old live stream, but somebody told me about a phone that costs $60, and it's got a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in it for $60, and I'm highly skeptical, but I have a slur, but like, yeah, I want to try that phone out and benchmark it and see how it does. So you can mine Varus on the Solana phone. My buddy AltcoinAardvarks, he's the one that 3D prints me everything. He's got 3 of those Solana phones, and yes, you can mine Varus on them. And so USB hubs. The USB hubs, like, okay, we'll explain it like how I explained my USB cords. So the cords that I used only send power. They don't send any information. USB hubs send information between the, like, you know, so if I plug a USB hub into my computer, it now sees that there is 5 USB, you know, options to plug in USBs, versus USB charging stations. That's what they're dedicated for, just charging. So I would always go with the charging station over the hub. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. And like, sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in Varus, and it's hard to get out of. So that's why I'm trying to like reach out to all these D-pin miners, because I really want to. I want my channel to be like low energy but high yield, versus like, you know, somebody like Red Panda who already has the infrastructure and the capital to afford, you know, high power and high yield, versus me who, you know, I would rather, I can't afford or even put what he can, you know. I only live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so there's only so much I can do with it. Yeah, charging stations don't broadcast. That is what I was looking for. Yeah. And like, I find it very fascinating that, like, I don't know, I feel very grateful to everyone that like has followed my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is never meant to, you know, be what it is. It just kind of became the way it is, because like, I just started my channel because there was no Varus content on YouTube. Like, any Varus content on YouTube was just people showing off. I think there was only like 3 YouTubers that had any Varus content, and all of them were just showing off a few phones they had. And then I got interested in it because my buddy got banned from XYO, so I was looking for something for his phones to do. And yeah, I got into Varus, and somebody at my work randomly found a 60-watt 5-port charging station, and I was like, I'll take that. And I instantly went on eBay and like eBay searched 5 smartphone lot, and then I kept coming up with a bunch of things, and then I remembered about rugged phones, and then I was like, oh yeah, sometimes rugged phones have the exact same specs as you know, the brand name phones, but they're cheaper because they're not as cool as the Samsung S24. So that's how I stumbled upon the Cat S48C. And yeah, so my first 5 phones mining Varus were my Cat S48Cs. Yeah, I'm the one that I might have been the one that got New England crypto into Varus. Oh, for sure. Like me gifting my brother the phones. The really crappy thing about that video was that we filmed a whole video here of him setting up the phones and learning how to use them. And then to get the footage off my phones, I have a USB-C to USB adapter, and this is where I keep all my footage. And all of a sudden I had a phone call while I was transferring the data of the footage we took that day, and I unplugged it and it deleted all the footage. So at least I got to like go to his apartment and show it off. But yeah, I don't know. But he knows how to do like he's not using Varus Miner, he's using Userland, so you know, he knows the old CD CC miner, then /start.sh, and then screen space -x. He knows how to do that. So, but it was funny. It was funny. I went over to his apartment, and his USB fans were turned backwards, and they weren't cooling the phones at all. It made me laugh. 1 second, I'm getting a little bit warm here. I'll see a naked paperclip there for a second. I gotta fix the hair. With this mirror, did things get darker? I know. There we go. No Wi-Fi issues. So my brother was like, he's like, because my brother, he just has basic internet, and he watches wrestling, so he's got like Sportsnet, and it's like it cuts out on him sometimes, and he's like, are these phones affecting my Wi-Fi? And I'm like, no, they're not. They're, you know, they're just. But no, most routers should be able to handle, like a basic router should be able to handle 20 phones, no problem, or 20 devices, no problem. I had to expand my Wi-Fi quite a bit, and I made a short on it, but then I accidentally showed off my credit card. Don't ask me how in a Wi-Fi short did I show off my credit card, but I did, so I had to delete it. But yeah, I don't know how to make a full-length video on my Wi-Fi, but yeah, I run my router, I run my modem then I run my router, and then I run what's called a slave deco, and it just it's a Wi-Fi expander, and it's the something Pro, Home Pro or something. I forget what it's called. It says it can handle 150 devices, but I think it can only handle 75 communicating with it at once. And yeah, so I have that. I had to buy a router to hook up to my modem so I could get more things connected and more steady. Yeah, you think, okay, the Moto G Power, $149. Do you know how much it is in Canada? It's like $250. So like, if I want to benchmark that phone, I have to get it off eBay, because there's no way I can afford a new one. What are the specs of the Moto G Power? That's not too bad. Like, you got 4 cores running at 2 gigahertz and then 4 cores running at 1.8. That should get you like at least 5 mega hash. I don't know, if I find them for cheap, if I find one for cheap, I'll definitely try it out for sure. See, it really doesn't matter screen side, it matters pool side. So what it says on the pool is more important than what it says on the phone. So what it says on the phone, I think, is like generally like the average you'll get, but on the pool it's a lot more. Yeah, temperature. Something's going on with like it goes dark, light then dark. Anyways, the difference of cooling your phones is so important. So I used to run 80 mil fans on top of my Cat S48Cs, and so I just had 2 of them laid on top, and it would just blow air into them, and it was doing its job. It was cooling them. But then I upgraded to 120 mil fans, and I have a whole video on it of where I was on luck pool at the time, but my graph like literally went up just from, you know, upgrading my cooling. So cooling is very, very, very important. Cooling, charging stations, and cords, all very important. and that's kind of like why people called me an idiot at first, but now you know what? I set the standard of what a good phone farm should look like. Nice. Yeah. My buddy, he's got put out and good work. My buddy, he actually like he uses this app called Tasker, and it'll actually like his phones will show the temperature of the phones. It's pretty neat. And yeah, during the winter, most of his phones were running at like 28 degrees Celsius, which is really, really good, you know, mining. So and thank you. I think I don't put enough effort in my editing, but I put enough effort in my information. Yeah, you're actually real-time mining. You're not the first person I've heard say that. Actually, I was talking to Luke on YouTube. He's Luke Wainwright, but on Discord he's Rocket Luke. He has all his mini PCs out of their case and just laid out on the concrete floor of his basement. So that's how he cools his mini PCs. Hi, when installing a PC wall of UpHERE, how big is the allocated gigabyte needed, and how long will it sync with your mobile wallet? So your desktop wallet will sync almost right away, but it will not, like, I don't know how to do it. This is one of my big complaints with Eris, is I don't know how to take a mobile wallet and transfer it to a desktop. I know how to take a desktop wallet and transfer it to mobile, but I do not know how to do it the other way around. And no, I did not see the Cats of Crypto pump today, but I did see a lot of people on Twitter showing off their Solana wallets and just, you know, having massive amounts of money in there. And welcome, Brandon Coin. How's the computer shop going? Is it going good? Are you willing to send me a PC? No, send me a GPU. Brandon Coin, I want a GPU. In my main PC, I'm running just a 1070 Ti, but I don't have a good GPU to put in here. I don't know what it would be for my main PC. So, you know, something decent. Brandon, I want a 5080 Ti. And I know they're not out yet, but I know you can do it. I want a 5080 Ti. Funny, because my main PC is running a 5950X and a 1070 Ti. So there's something off balance there. I don't think Brandon bought a whole computer shop. I think he made his own computer shop. Oh yeah, my computer is definitely the CPU is the powerhouse, and the graphics card is, you know, I have two 5950Xs. I have one that's just sitting on my shelf, and it consumes way too much power for me to justify turning it on for mining. I'd aim for a 3090. How much are 3090s? Maybe. Okay, like 3090s on eBay are ranging from like $400 to like $1,000 or $650. Brandon, would you trade a 5950X for a 3090? Just think about it for a second. And then, would you trade a 5950X for a 3090? Oh, Little Time Mining said sold. Out. I mean, Brandon, I have a 5950X build and a Ryzen 7 5700X build doing nothing, and I want to do something with them. Either sell them or trade them for something. How's the phone farming going? It's going good. I got to 1 gigahash with CPUs included, but now I want to get to 1 gigahash with just phones alone. What, the 5950X mining Varus? And see, 5 to 8 cents a phone is like amazing. People don't think that sounds good, but like that's freaking awesome. Well, originally I bought the 5950X to mine Raptorium because I was going to expand my channel to Varix and Raptorium. But then I got my Raptorium payouts and it was like absolutely nothing. Like I was like literally, I was like, this is not worth the power at all. And people say, oh, Raptorium has 100x potential this cycle, but they've already been through, I think, 2 cycles and nothing's really happened. So I immediately pulled my 5950X off of Raptorium. Is it worth it to mine Monero? See, Monero's still, I looked up on hashrate.no. So in my one rig, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM and it's overclocked to 4.4 gigahertz at 1.2 volts, and yeah, it's just not profitable. Monero is not, yeah, it's not. The thing is, if my Xeon rigs, like actually, if I didn't just buy, you know, cheap Chinese motherboards, I would have actually had good Monero mining boards. And thank you very much, Brandon. I like super appreciate it. Have a good night. Thanks for the $2. It really helps out. Thank you very much. I super appreciate you and your content. You kind of keep it raw like I do, so whoops. Gotta get some sleep. All you East Coasters having to go to bed right now. It's only 8 p.m. Come on. 1 second. I'm gonna turn a light on. That make things better? I don't know if that makes things better. But yeah, hey, thanks for stopping by a little time mining. It was good to have you here. Okay, JB Man 2025. I will highlight your thing. I will show this. Earlier today, I was playing around with my Zephyr settings, and I was trying to find the optimal, because I was gonna actually try to utilize my 5950X, and like, do you get more Zephyr than you do like power? Like, oh, you're just running a 5900X. I have a 5950X, but I don't know how much of a difference that is, but I was playing around with my Zephyr settings, and then I went to the Zephyr calculator, and no matter what, how I clocked my 5950X, I was always getting negatives. So, you know, wasn't really worth, I don't know, wasn't worth it to me. even though on hashrate.no it says that, you know, the 5950X is the best for Zephyr, and yeah, mine wasn't profitable for some reason. Only 95 watts. See, I was getting, so I had mine set at, I think, so I started at 3.5 gigahertz, and then I had my voltage set to like 1.2, and then I was getting like 15.2 kilohash, and then I started dropping my voltage, and then I got down to like the 14s. So then I brought my voltage up a bit, and then I brought my actual, I went all the way up to 4.4 gigahash, and I was only getting 16.2 kilohash. And I was like, yeah, this is not worth the power that I'm probably drawing. And now that there's more people here, I really want a sponsorship from these people. But these Corona Sun Brews, 0% beer, amazing. They are absolutely delicious. And they have 30% of your daily value of vitamin D, which is very important. Because then when you live in Canada, every single Canadian is vitamin D deficient. If you live like a certain point past the equator, you're most likely vitamin D deficient. So it's good to drink these. You guys like the paperclip shirt I made? This one's just for me, but I've been making mock-ups for merch. I think I'm too small of a YouTuber right now to have merch, but I'm getting myself prepared for merch in the future. Because I don't think anybody would want a Tay Money paperclip shirt, unless you do. But I want my paperclip merch to like stand out. Like, I find, see, there's a lot of YouTubers I really like, and I'd love to buy their merch and support them, but it is usually terrible quality, and it's just like basic, like it'll just say like the name of their YouTube channel or something. I don't know. I want my merch to be like nobody else's merch, and at the highest quality too. Well, we've almost been live streaming for 2 hours here. So in 20 minutes, that'll be 2 hours. I will probably be ending the stream. So if you have any questions, it can be any kind of questions, even personal questions. You can ask me anything. Oh, what kind of beer am I drinking? Oh, I'm drinking a Corona Sunbrew. Wow, the chat went really dead. Oh, I didn't even answer this question. What app do you use to mine Varus on desktop? So on desktop, I install a different OS. I install Hive OS, and it's you can log into Hive OS through Windows, and you can control all your PCs through Hive OS. Or you can just download Hell Miner or CC Miner, and then put your configurations in that way. I'm sorry I missed your question there, Turbo Flower. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess I'm probably gonna end the stream here. It was a good time talking to you guys. Thanks for being active in the chat when it was. It just all of a sudden everybody disappeared for some reason. But yeah, I'll be streaming probably every single day until my vacation, and yeah, I'll just be answering your questions. And it was a nice stream, nice and chill. And I had the same guy come in and say I was high as hell again. I hope he comes in next time and tells me I'm high as hell again. I love hearing that. High as hell, drinking 0% beer. Anyways, I'll check you guys later.